I'm back. Rudrance for the Black and White Network. Well, yesterday I made a video slamming Mark Hamill, and man, I guess the Star Wars fans that were left on this channel were none too happy. They were pretty furious. Oddly enough, it was one of my best ratioed videos ever. I mean, it had like 3,000 views before it got the first thumbs down. So good work, Black and White Network. It is what it is. I mean, Mark Hamill's woke as hell. I called him out on it because he decided to call out DeSantis on this parental rights bill. Well, Bob Chapek of Disney met with DeSantis, wanted to talk about this Don't Say Gay bill, right? And evidently it didn't go so well. It didn't go so well because the great Ron DeSantis, and let's be honest, if Trump does not run for some reason, I think DeSantis is the next guy. He is unafraid. Really good at CPAC. Talked a little too much about COVID for me, but I get that he's been at the forefront of fighting this, everything involving COVID. The mandates, the whole 9 yards, right? So let's get to this because DeSantis has slammed back at woke Disney. Fox News. CEO condemns parents' rights bill. Bob Chapek. Oh, God. It's unbelievable. This is the same corporation that Walt Disney once started. Walt Disney was so big on family, traditional family. Let me just keep it real. Traditional family. Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis slammed the Walt Disney Company as, quote, woke on Thursday after the company came out against a Republican-led parental rights bill in the state that progressives have claimed is anti-LGBTQ. Speaking to supporters in Boca Raton, DeSantis said there is, quote, zero chance he's going to reverse his position on disallowing the instruction of transgenderism in kindergarten classrooms. Quote, when you have companies that have made a fortune off of family-friendly and catering to families and young kids, they should understand that parents of young kids do not want this injected into their kids' kindergarten classroom. Amen. Quote, you have companies like Disney that are going to say and criticize parents' rights. They're going to criticize the fact that they don't want transgenderism in kindergarten and first grade classrooms. If that's the hill they're going to die on, then how do they possibly explain lining their pockets with a relationship from Communist Party of China? The fact is, just on a side note, because we've covered this a lot on the entertainment channel, back when this was an entertainment channel, Disney's very in bed with China. I mean, they alter their movies. They alter their marketing. When they shot Mulan, it was within sight of a Uyghur concentration camp that Disney filmed that movie. I mean, it's despicable. They want to act like they're woke, but they kowtow to China regularly because that's what they do. They make a fortune. They don't say a word about the really brutal practices that you see over there at the hands of the CCP. And so in Florida, our policies got to be based on the best interest of Florida's citizens, not the musing of woke corporations. Great job. The parental rights in the education bill bans Florida school employees or third parties from giving classroom instruction on, quote, sexual orientation or gender identity in kindergarten through third grade. The bill, which passed on the state Senate Tuesday after passing the House last month, has been dubbed the, quote, Don't Say Gay bill by Democrats who falsely claim it bans any discussion pertaining to being gay in state schools. I wouldn't have a problem if it did. Disney CEO Bob Chapek spoke out against the bill for the first time Wednesday in the company's annual shareholder meeting, during which he announced Disney would be donating $5 million to the LGBTQ community. You know why? Because the other day he made a statement said Disney is not going to be a political factor or political force or some crap like that. And He got destroyed on Twitter by woke Twitter. Destroyed. And now Disney kowtows, runs back, donates $5 million to the LGBTQ community. Quote, I understand that many are upset we did not speak out against the bill, Chapek said. We were opposed to the bill from the outset, but we chose not to take a public position on it because we thought we could be more effective working behind the scenes with lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. I called Governor DeSantis this morning to express my disappointment and concern that if legislation becomes law, it could be used to unfairly target gay, lesbian, non-binary, transgender kids and families. Man, I'm not going to go into how transgender kids? What are we talking about here? Chapek says the governor was, quote, very open to hearing his concerns. Governor DeSantis has always been open to hearing from Floridians and having conversations about legislation as long as those discussions are grounded in fact, not false media narratives, DeSantis spokeswoman Christina Pascal said in a statement the governor's position has not changed. DeSantis is expected to sign the bill, which the White House has condemned as, quote, hateful, horrific, and full of bullying. I mean, this is what Biden's White House put out. Why are Florida leaders deciding they need to discriminate against kids who are members of the LGBTI community? White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said during her Wednesday briefing, what prompts them to do that? Is it meanness? Is it wanting to make kids have more difficult times in school, in their communities? Biden slammed it as hateful. Okay. The Parental Rights in Education does not mention the word gay, but it does prohibit classroom instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity. I don't see a damn thing wrong with that. With children in the third grade or younger or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students in accordance with state standards. Okay, so he just believes that he's got a lot of his support base that understands, look, traditional family, conservative family, Christian-based family, and people don't want this stuff pushed on their children. It's understandable. Kids that age don't need to hear about those kind of things. They don't. That should be up to a parent to have influence on when that ever comes out to their children. I don't see anything wrong with that. Disney is hell-bent on destroying their own company to appease what? 0.5% of the total population? For crying out loud. Disney, what was supposed to be a family-centric corporation company, has turned its back on the very people that have built that company, which is family, traditional families. People have brought up to me, hey, do you want to go to Disney? No, not anymore, I don't. This is exactly why. These kinds of stances by these woke corporations, again, he's right, hypocrisy, China. I mean, my God, Disney has been sleeping with China for years. Man, that's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, but I'm glad DeSantis didn't keep his mouth shut. Yeah, Disney is big business in Florida. Absolutely. Governor DeSantis doesn't give a damn. He doesn't. It's a good bill. Parents should have the ultimate influence and ultimate say on their children. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network fans. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.